But what I want to talk to you guys about today is being a fighter. We are all fighters, every single one of us. Frankly, we wouldn't even walk if we weren't all fighters. I'll take it down to that point, because we kept falling down every time we tried to walk. And if we weren't fighters, we wouldn't have gotten up and we wouldn't have taken those steps. So regardless of who we are all fighters. But when I think of the successful agents and team leaders and managers and CEOs, or any of these people that I have connection with or I work with, they all seem to have some things in common when it comes to that, right? Number one, they're better than average in the world of fighting, and it may look different. In fact, it absolutely looks different, right? Shannon talks a lot about Enneagram, and if you guys don't know the Enneagram, you need to reach out to Shannon and learn more about the Enneagram. But, the fighting for me as an Enneagram 8 looks very different than fighting for, say, an Enneagram 6, right? And it's okay, but ultimately we are all really fighters. They sound different, they may look different. Some of us are fighting, for a cause that we believe in. Some of us are fighting, for the underdog. Some may be fighting for a job or recruit. Others maybe, I don't know. There's a whole list of different things that we're fighting. One of them may be Zillow, right? But here's the thing, right? There were basically 4 key elements to these very effective fighters. I call them high performance agents, leaders, managers, CEOs, that you could see, and I want to share them with you this morning. Number 1 on the list was every fight, no matter how big or how small, has a cost to it. I had somebody send me a message yesterday, and Teresa will get a kick out of this. And they said, you can't post a picture of a puppy on social media without offending somebody, right? And so what I mean by that is, no matter what it is that we're doing, if you like cats, or as Carrie said, you can post a video about something that maybe you've done, understand that there is likely going to be somebody out there, for whatever reason, that just doesn't like you, your message, what you stand for. Maybe they hate cats. I don't know. But the bottom line is, for everything, there is a cost. And so you need to ask yourself, these high performance ask themselves, is it worth it? And they make sure that they're willing to put the time and the energy in to win, because there's no reason to start if you're unwilling to finish. That's just a distraction, right? So every fight has a cost. Make sure that you know what it is. The second thing was that they all believe that luck has nothing to do with it. You've heard me talk about my arm, and the fact that much of the fact that I haven't had any pain and very little swelling, aside from having an incredible nurse that got me through it, is that I was prepared. I don't care if you're talking about Outliers and 10,000 hours, or Karate Kid and wax on, wax off. The point is that people don't just show up for the fight and suddenly know how to win it. They prepare long in advance, whether that be through skills, or whether that be through knowledge, or whether that be mindset, or what have you. It's not luck. It's not left to luck. It's always about preparation. The third thing that I noticed with these high performing fighters is that they're not looking for the one strike, right? It's not the one argument, the one liners, the roundhouse kick to the temple, if you know what I'm talking about. It's jab, 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 body blow, body blow. It's a long, sustained, significant press forward. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, right? It's a long distance, and they aren't looking for the sexy. They're not looking for the ESPN highlight reel, right? They're looking for their success through their preparation, with an understanding of what the fight is going to cost them. And then lastly, and I love this one, right? We've all heard the David and Goliath story, right? It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. Boy, I tell you what, there is one thing that I can, if there was one, just one that I could pick out, it was that when I talked to these leaders, that they are all very much focused right here, this 6-inch space between their ears, where they understand what it is that they believe in. They've made the commitment to fight for what they believe in, or whatever their goals are. We talk about Simon Sinek's, start with why, all of those things. It's not about who they're up against. It's not about how small they may be, or how they haven't been on the journey before. I don't care if you're competing for a listing, right? I don't care if you're competing for, a recruit. I don't care if you're competing for the boy or the girl, right? It all comes down to your commitment in that space right between your ears. So everyone has fight in them. Every single one of us is a fighter. We were just born that way. It's a survival piece. And yes, it looks different from person to person. Some people speak loud. Some people speak softly. Some people carry a big stick. Some people don't. It's not about that. It's about their commitment to what they believe in, their preparation to make sure that they're prepared for it, their sustained long-term pursuit of victory, and then, of course, it's what they believe. So I hope that helps you guys today. Have an amazing day and keep up the good fight.